Hello, beautiful people. Welcome in. We're doing your Gemini July overview. We're going to take a look and see what's going on for you. It's a general read, so only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. Roles can be reversed. Y'all already know. Um, hmm. We're about to hit some pretty interesting. I think July is going to be an interesting month, to say the least, for a lot of signs. Um, some stuff has gone into Gemini. And of course, you guys are going to be affected because it's in your sign. So, anyway, we'll see if any of that comes up in the reading. But first things first, we're going to look at what you need to know this month. What do you need to know in the month of July? All right. You need to be calm. All right. There's something that might piss you off. It's like either somebody is overpromising and under-delivering and you're just sick of it. You have the Temperance here, followed by that King of Wands in the reverse. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart, but you have Sag energy that's here. Something is becoming very clear to you in relation to that situation, and you may decide that you're needing to kind of preserve your own energy and hold back so that way you don't get pissed off. I mean, ultimately, if this is somebody here that's promising you something and then they can't give it, I feel like this person is, it's just not that, it's either not the right person or it's not the right time for this person. And I feel like they're trying to tell you that they're going to be able to do something, but they don't, and they're not able to. That's really what it is. I feel like the person, whenever they're telling you that they're going to do something and then they don't do it, it's because they want you to stick around and they don't want you pissed off. They don't want to lose you. So whether this is a friend, a lover, a family member, whoever, a boss, a coworker, it's just somebody here that um, they're not ready to give what they're saying that they're able to give. Um, a lot of it is pacification. They're trying to pacify you in order for you to stay. So I feel like July, you may start to really get impatient with it and lose your cool. So just try to remain calm regardless of whatever the decision is that you decide to make. Yeah, the death card here in the reverse. You also have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, ugh. Okay, Tower. So this might be something that's pretty big for you because it's still talking about it. I'm trying to go to something else. It's saying, no, we're going to talk about this. Death card in the reverse, 3 of Wands, Tower. There is something that's going to take place that's going to change things. It's going to either change how you view this person or the entire relationship in itself because you're sick of waiting. There's no change. You're wanting change. There's no change. You're about to blow up the spot because there's no change. You got Scorpio here twice for death and the Tower card. All right. Anything else in relation to what Gemini needs to know in the month of July? Because time waits for no man. That should be the title. I might pause this and write that down. All right, give me more. 3 of Swords in the reverse. You also have the Emperor in the reverse. There's some things you're learning to surrender. Yeah. You may have like kind of held it in a chokehold because you were wanting to control the outcome of how things have gone in your life or with the situation that you're currently in, but I feel like you're healing that. This might be something that you do on a regular basis. So this could be something that's like a bad habit of yours. But I do feel like you're like, I don't know, like loosening the reins. That's what I was trying to say. And healing whatever that is, allowing for things to develop, surrendering to the universe. It's kind of the same situation there, but that could be across the board for anything. Anything else for Gemini? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's about your, okay. Yes, it is about healing possibly toxic habits, bad habits, habits that just aren't serving you. Um, you're distancing yourself from that. And that showed the healing. This could even be like, I mean, whatever patterns that you're in that you're needing to break, you're breaking them. Let's just put it like that. You're breaking them. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right, we're back. Just had to update the title. So, career. Let's take a look and see what you can expect in the month of July with your career. What's going on with career? What does Gemini need to know? Five of Wands, Seven of Cups. There's something that you're competing for, but I feel like you're the clear choice. But you had to get real strategic with this, whatever this is. Now this could be like applying for a job and you know, having to show that you have the skill that they're looking for, but being strategic on standing out and things like that. Regardless of whatever this is, particularly when it comes to your career and whatever challenges or competition that you have, I do feel like you are moving away from that because, like I said, for a lot of you, you're the clear choice. Okay, you're the clear choice. There really isn't true competition. Give me more for Gemini. All right, you got Four of Swords here, followed by the World in the reverse. Watch your overextension, overworking, rest. I feel like there's going to be a situation in July where I don't want to say that it's like going to knock you on your ass because you're tired, but I do feel like you need to pace yourself and make sure that you are taking the time to rest. Even if you're not like, you know, if you're taking like a little bit of PTO here and there, pay time off. Um, or just time, you know, just time off in general. And if you can't take time off, let's say your job doesn't give you time off, at least make sure that on your days off, you are creating time for you to actually unwind and rest. I know Geminis can go, 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 but I feel like a need for rest is going to come back around to you, especially because you have the World card that's here in the reverse, which means that something is going to reappear. It's going to come back up, which is going to force you to have to rest your body. Okay. Also, you have the Strength card here. You also have Queen of Wands. I don't feel like it's going to be something that's serious. I do feel like this is going to be something that like you get refreshed. For some of you, it's just you planned a fucking trip or you plan time off. You're taking literal time off for you to rest and you come back even stronger and ready to kick ass once you've had that time. Give me more for Gemini. All right, you got Seven of Pentacles here, followed by the Empress and the reverse. So something about worth, improving yourself, but give me a second. Temperance. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. I feel like the days of you feeling like you have something to prove, I feel like that's coming to an end. Yeah, because bottom of the deck is acknowledgement. There's something here like you've been busting your ass or you've been trying to show your worth and your value. For some of you, you may even feel like you're constantly having to do this because your value isn't being seen or whatever kind of acknowledgement that you're looking for wasn't happening. I do feel like I said, that's coming to an end. You have the Knight of Pentacles here in the reverse, so it's like you having to prove yourself basically is coming to an end. I feel like there's going to be something here where you're becoming acknowledged by some sort of skill or some sort of gift that you have, and I just heard word of mouth, so I don't know if you it's circulating like what you do, but I feel like it's like saying now is the time. You've worked so hard, now is the time. That acknowledgement that you're looking for, accolades, all of that, you're receiving. Okay. And it kind of circles back to what I was saying before when it came to the competition and such. But I mean, decent for career. All right, let's go on to your current love situation. All right, current love situation. What's going on with this person that Gemini is currently involved with? 1% of reverse, the 10 of cups. Your person feels like they don't deserve you. They don't deserve to feel this happiness. They don't deserve you. You have Taurus Libra energy here. They would never, well, shit, they may have told you this, but they would never, I feel like this person would never truly tell you the extent of how they feel. Like they may say things like here and there, but I feel like this is something that they kind of keep to themselves. For some of you, you may not be communicating with this person right now, but I feel like this person feels like they don't deserve you. 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Do we have somebody that likes to self-sabotage? Because I what is going on? Hold on. I feel like this is somebody that you've invested in, that you've put in time and effort and all of that jazz. You have the 7 of Pentacles here, but I also feel like this is somebody here that's almost like rejecting moving the relationship to the next level, or going further into the into the relationship, because I truly feel like if they're rejecting the love, it is because they feel they're not worthy of the love. Okay, because there's a little bit of rejection that's there. Like the cup is being offered, but then also the cup is being offered again. So it's like this person wants the cup, but also is rejecting it as well. The cup meaning love. Just in case I got some newbies here that don't know what that means. Give me more. 6 of Swords. 5 of Cups. Okay, so going back to what I just said, y'all might not be in communication. Because this person feels like they just need to move on. But they're suffering in silence as well. Like they feel the loss. They miss you. What's going on with you? How do you feel? How do you feel in July? Ooh, 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 ooh. 2 of Pentacles. You dropped it. You've dropped it. You're no longer trying to maintain it. You're allowing things to fall where they may. Yep, because you're loving yourself more. So I feel like you have really chosen yourself. You're like, no, I'm not going to keep this afloat. I'm not going to keep doing this. You see this person as being very immature, and I feel like what you're doing on your side is not necessarily going towards this person, but I feel like you're exploring and seeing what else is out there instead of crying over spilled milk. This person is crying over spilled milk, but it's the milk that they spilled. It's the thing that they did. So it's like your guilt, and you're grieving because of your own guilt because you did this. Remember, roles can always be reversed. So if I have some cross watchers, I always say crotch watchers because of Alex. If you know, you know. If you're a cross watcher and you're like, no, this is how I feel. Okay, roles can be reversed. All right. You have the 7 of Wands here in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like okay, you're saying I'm not going to reach out to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not going to reach out to you. And I feel like the reason being is because if you were to do that, number one, whatever cycle you guys are currently in, it will continue. It wouldn't stop. Number two, I did this. Number two, if you communicated, you would not be holding down your boundaries. Like you've set a very firm boundary. And what you don't want to do is fold. So you're not communicating as well. All right. What can Gemini expect during this whole thing in July from this person? What's going to happen next in July between these two? Communication. Yep. Communication. I feel like the isolation is causing the breakdown for this person. They can't take it anymore. And because of that, you have some like communication rushing in. They can't help it. They feel down in the dumps, but they're going to hide that from you. They don't feel confident about this thing at all. They don't feel confident about reaching out to you. They're very pessimistic about whether or not you're even going to allow them in. But I do feel like there's communication, there's a conversation that will be had, and I feel like this person is going to open up to you. Now, what you do with that is you, okay? For zodiac signs, I have Aquarius, Virgo, Leo, and then I told you Taurus and Libra. All right. We're going to look at singles real quick. I just want to see if anybody's coming in for the singles. Now, also, if your current situation, you can still watch the singles because technically y'all ain't together. So watch the singles. But we're going to see if anybody is coming in. Now, for y'all, the ones that just got done watching the current situation, you already know that this person is coming in. But I'm going to see if there's anyone else if that part didn't resonate with the singles. All right. Is anybody coming in for Gemini in July, the singles? Anyone coming in for my single Geminis? Or for the Geminis that consider themselves single? Because if you consider yourself single, this you. Okay? You got cards flying out because I feel like immediately when I first started shuffling, there is somebody that has something to say. All right. And there is somebody that has something to say. Like I said, flavor of the week. I see you, Gemini. Look at this. So, well, of the month, but you have a lot of people with their eyes on you. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing for yourself, physically, and just, internally as well, because the internal can also radiate externally. People are taking notice to this. Now, I do feel like you're going to I was going to say something and I'm not going to say it. But you have somebody very immature, very surface level that is a ghoster that may try to pop up. I don't know if I don't think you've ever gotten deep with this person. So even if this person is an old person, you might know of, oh, okay, yeah, that's the one person that liked to ghost. So you have that person, but I don't think that's the only person. I don't think that's the only one. But give me a second. Judgment. Okay. And okay. So if your current situation, and it sounded like something that y'all went through, singles, you got somebody else that is also trying to come back around to you for a second chance. So you got two individuals, but I don't think that's it. It's crazy. I don't think that's it. Give me more. Also, I'm reading for a lot of Geminis here, so I might be pulling on all the Geminis that are going to watch this, y'all's individual people. Three of Swords, the World, the Emperor in the reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Hierophant. You also have somebody that's trying to come back around to you after ending something else. I feel like they put you in a third party situation, or they had somebody else. They ended that. And I also feel like they've been kind of preserving themselves for a while, not really wanting to give their energy out to anyone. But I do feel like this person is coming your way, albeit it's slow as shit. I don't know if this is somebody coming back around to you, but I do feel like whoever this is, they are serious when they do come back around. Okay. So that could be maybe further into July, going into August, because I feel like that person is slow. So, okay. All signs, their sign. Gemini. All signs, their sign. If you're dealing with an Aries, The Aries in July is going to be very kind of emotionally unavailable, kind of cold, not as warm as they would normally be when they like you. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus is very like, I don't know why they're either they don't trust you or they just don't trust people in general. It's just like it's going to be a fight. It feels like they're very guarded and defensive in July. If you're dealing with another Gemini, ah, you might need to watch this Gemini. I feel like this Gemini is not being honest about something, either honest about how they feel about you, who they really are, what they really want. There's something here. The way you're going to know who this Gemini is specifically is their surface level and materialistic. Like that's what they care about is the materials. So you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. If you are dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer feels guilt. There's something that they feel guilty about. This may cause them to come communicate with you, but it's like eating their asses up. It's eating them up inside. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo feels like you guys are on soulmate level. Like you had past lives together. If you're dealing with a Virgo, you're going to see inconsistencies from the Virgo. It's probably going to piss you off because you're like, okay, like what's going on here? That's not normal. If you are dealing with a Libra, I feel like that's going to fizzle out in July. I don't know. As quickly as it starts is as quickly as it goes out. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, ooh, lots of communication, lots and lots. There may even be like, what's the word I'm looking for? If they're not taking you out on a trip or something like that, if y'all aren't like traveling together, then this could be like them traveling to you. If you were dealing with a Sagittarius, mm, they're trying to avoid confrontation with you. I feel like they're like, it's not worth a fight. If you were dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn doesn't really feel confident about the connection between the two of you. This is something that they do hide, though. They don't want to seem like weak or, lacking confidence. So they hide that from you. If you're dealing with a, what was that? Aquarius, the Aquarius is obsessed with you. Okay. Very much obsessed. And if you are dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces wants reciprocity. They want equal give and take. They want to give to this. Okay. They want back and forth exchange. All right, Gemini, that is what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like and hype button. And until next time, you guys take care.